Hey everybody, you're watching a show called Box Seats. This is the show where we talk with comedians with sports. Frank Holder, your host, with comedians known as Talent, Fig, Mike, Sean. How you guys doing today?
Oh man, listen, fantastic over here.
Stupendous.
Amazing.
I hope to be doing good myself, but my laptop crashed literally 1 second before we get ready to go live on the air. So I'm trying to get this.
You got to get a car, Frank. Stop driving your laptop.
Here's the thing, Frank. I've seen this happen before. You have to upgrade from the Etch-a-Sketch that you use.
It's funny. I didn't know Atari had a laptop. I didn't know.
Ain't Atari. That's a speaking spell.
Everybody got jokes.
Yeah, we sure do. Yes, we do.
Everybody got jokes. But when your stuff starts acting up, I'm gonna be the first one to put you out. Rodney Perry's in the show too. What's up, Rodney?
Rodney. What up, Rodney?
Your camera looks great, Frank.
Yeah, thanks, son. I had to get a light because it's been too dark. All right, so let's jump into the show, man. I don't know if you guys heard this news, but there was some breaking news right before we got on the air. And I'm gonna start with guess who? I'm gonna start with Talent. Robert Sarver, Phoenix Suns owner, Mercury owner, literally 1 second before we got on the air. I'm gonna say this officially. He announced that he plans to sell both the NBA Suns, Phoenix Suns, and the WNBA Mercury in the heat of literally him having to talk with several people because he had some issues with the NBA because of the N-word and everything else. So, T, surprise, no surprise. Surprise happened this fast. What's your take on this, T?
I'm not surprised. I'm just surprised when he made the announcement, sitting there next to a woman with his hand on her ass. That was surprising. In the midst of all this controversy, this is how you want to go out. Okay. No, I'm not surprised. I think, Mike talked it into fruition. Like, these owners got to be held accountable like everybody else. I can't say it enough. Like, I know our constituents are half of them in denial that white privilege exists, especially on the billionaire level. But it does. We witness it each and every day. And now we're trying to level the playing field, so to speak, across the board. And this is a start.
Yeah, it really is. But also the Me Too movement, I would have to say, Fig, is bigger and more powerful than what we were taking it to be because we were expecting this to happen, but it happened. I mean, it literally happened within a week, almost like the other owner. I think it was the LA Clippers owner. You know what I mean?
Yep. The groundswell was coming. Yeah. He just avoided the inevitable because when you get the media day, this was going to be the question that was going to permeate the entire event. You know what I mean? Throughout however many days it is, this question was going to be asked for every African American and possibly every basketball player that had to step in front of a mic and answer questions. It was going to take away from the entire season, the basketball. Whatever's going on in your organization, this question, whether you was a Phoenix Sun or not, was going to be the major question that was going to be asked. He's already lost advertisers, and so it just was inevitable. I'm surprised that it happened this quickly, but par for the course.
Yeah, but Mike, when PayPal announces that PayPal's their title sponsor, when PayPal announced that we're not going to sponsor the Phoenix Suns or the Mercury anymore, I thought the writing was on the door, and I knew it was coming, but it did come rather quickly. What's your take?
First of all, I would like to thank Talent for zipping up that damn jacket. I was like, Scott always thinks he's like the star on a Tyler Perry movie. If you don't zip that thing all the way up to your neck.
The difference a day makes. He just missed me yesterday. Down 2 seconds.
What this says is basically a billionaire says, "Yep, I did it. I did it. Yeah, I did the whole thing." And it's like when you're in a relationship with somebody And she comes to you like, I know the truth. Tell me the truth. You cheated on me, didn't you? And you go, yup. That's what he's saying. He's saying, yup. He basically said, yup. Everything that y'all heard about me, I did. I'm a billionaire. I'm going to sell this. I'm going to make a super incredible profit, and nothing's going to change. Because there are a gang of owners right now looking around going like, maybe I should sell my team too, because they know it's happening. Everybody knows now. So, I wasn't shocked or surprised. I just, it's par for the course.
Rodney Perry, does this open the door up for more minorities to be able to own an NBA team, like like the group that's being led by LeBron James and a couple other people are trying to work the NBA team? I said Rodney Perry. Rodney, what's your take?
I think I agree with my esteemed colleague Mike Sean. I think that the one thing this guy could do is prove that the rest of the ownership is just like him. So how do you do that? You sell that team to a nigga. And I think that's what he's looking at. I think he's gonna do it.
You say you're selling to a ninja?
No, I said a nigga. Because he used such language. He used that language, and he wants to prove that the rest of the ownership is just as bad as him. So he's going to sell those teams to black people. And I think we can look forward to this happening really soon. It's going to be crazy, and it might flip the league on its head.
Yeah, I think it would. I think there has to be some more minorities that have to jump into this, man. But my leading story today was going to be Floyd Mayweather being in the news. I don't know if you guys happen to see this either, but Floyd Mayweather made an announcement this morning that he is getting ready to negotiate another fight with Conor McGregor for 2023. The terms of the fight are not known just yet, but he said that he'd rather have it be an exhibition fight than an actual boxing match. You know what I mean? And I think that's because he doesn't want it to hit on his record in case he loses, but whatever. But Floyd Mayweather is getting ready to bring excitement, a lot of excitement back to boxing with Conor McGregor, I think. But regardless, what I think, what do you think? Floyd Mayweather coming back to boxing to fight Conor McGregor, exciting? Should we pass? Are we going to watch? What's your take on this, man?
I say this 4 times a year. The man is bored. Of course he's going to fight. He's going to figure a way to get in the ring and dance around a little bit. It ain't going to be until somebody or something happen, whether he gets tripped up or his block knocked off, till he say, you know what, let me just go. He's bored. Right now he's bored, so they're going to fight. Floyd, he's a money grubber. He loves money. So he's going to figure out a way to maximize profit at the same time. But yeah, he's bored, so they're going to fight. Like, he's saying exhibition, of course, because he's trying, no matter what, he's not trying to blemish that record. We know that from watching years of cherry picking. You know what I mean? You cherry pick for only one reason. You stacking those numbers. You don't want to risk those numbers going the other way.
Okay, well, some people got online this morning and said, Fig, that Floyd his money might be getting low. That's why he's setting up another exhibition, because he has. I saw it on the boards this morning. I'm just saying, what's your take? What's your take on this, Fig?
Listen, if you're friends with Warren Buffett and you're already a billionaire and your money gets low, you're a damn fool.
Yeah.
Now, as for the fight, I don't want to see it because I really don't care. It's an exhibition. Look, me and Uncle Rodney can put on some oversized gloves and swing in each other if they're gonna pay us millions and millions of dollars. Because pretty much it's the same damn thing. They're 2 old men and nobody cares. You understand what I'm saying? Find another hobby.
Yeah. I definitely with that. Mike, since the terms are not disclosed, what do you think the terms of the disclosed would be for Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather fight? What do you think the terms could be that would make both of them want to come in? Because obviously they didn't come up with this by themselves. The promoter came and approached them. So what do you think the terms got to be?
Well, it's going to be probably at minimum $50 million gate, because they're going to promote this fight incredibly. I don't know where they're going to have the fight. If it's going to be in Vegas, if they do it at AT&T Stadium or someplace if they do it overseas, there's going to be 50,000 people there. Mm-hmm. So they're about to make a whole gang of money. And Talent saying that he's bored? Yeah, he's bored. Did he cherry pick? No, he didn't cherry pick. If you look at Floyd Mayweather's record and you look at the people he fought, he beat up Diego Corrales, God rest his dead. He beat up Juan Marquez, who knocked out Manny Pacquiao. He beat him and shut him out for 12 rounds. He beat Oscar De La Hoya when Oscar De La Hoya was in his prime, and Oscar De La Hoya did the setup and said, come move up and wait and fight me. And he got beat. See, this whole cherry picking thing with Floyd Mayweather, and I'm going to repeat myself once again. I'm not a Floyd fan. Floyd didn't cherry pick. Floyd fought Miguel Cotto and got into a real fight. And Canelo fought Miguel Cotto 2 years later. But nobody says Canelo is a cherry picker. Like, dog, nobody thought Shane Mosley was washed up until Floyd beat him. Nobody thought any of these dudes were washed up. Arturo Gatti was everybody's favorite fighter, and he beat the F out of him.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
like, we're not gonna call him a cherry picker because he fought everybody. He fought a guy. I want y'all to YouTube this one fight with Chop Corley, and I want y'all to see what they went through, what he went through in that fight. Like, and I hate defending Floyd Mayweather because I don't want to, because I always wanted him to lose.
Cherry picker.
Dog, he never
At the
cherry
end of his career, he cherry picked his ass off. That's a fact.
Oh, give me one. No, Frank. Give me one, talent. Give me one.
I'll give you one. You dodged Pacquiao to the end.
He dodged Pacquiao.
He could have fought Pacquiao in his prime 6-7 years previous. He didn't want to. He didn't want to.
Pacquiao got knocked out by somebody that Floyd shut out.
Floyd evaded that fight.
Evaded. You know what? He made more money on that fight than anybody else has ever made.
Money. That's the prime of cherry.
Yes. Money. That's the prime. That's the prime reason.
That's the prime of cherry picking.
All right, Rodney Perry, the floor is yours, bro. What's your take? Money pick? What's your take on this? You think Floyd is announced because he's cherry picking? You think Floyd is coming back because he's bored? You think Floyd's coming back because he's broke? Or you think Floyd's just coming back because he wants to? What's your take on this, Rodney Perry?
Floyd is not broke.
I'm broke.
You know, Conor McGregor, it just makes sense for him to indulge in this fight. It's been the biggest money fight to date that he's ever had. So it makes sense for Conor McGregor to indulge in this fight. You make an exhibition so Conor McGregor don't start kicking your ass during the fight.
Yep.
You know, you don't want this one to start with them feet, whatever. But here goes, man. Excuse me, guys.
Bless you.
Floyd makes lots of money on these fights. Period.
Yes.
It's a pure business move.
Yeah.
These fights, whether it be Conor McGregor or the crazy white boy that keep jumping in the ring, these fights make money, and they had big success with the exhibition fight with the little white boy, and they can do it even more with a guy like Conor McGregor. It'll break the bank, and look forward to it. And how about this? We'll sign up and watch the pay-per-view again.
Yeah, I think that would be it. But before we jump into a couple of other news items, you're watching Box Seats, the show with comedians. We talk about sports, and I gotta say this, that we love talking about sports with comedians because these guys make the show funny and everything else. And I want to make sure we get to Aaron Judge in a second. But before we do that, T, give me your 5 best boxing matches that you saw, but your best rematches that you saw that lived up to the hype that you was like, yeah, that was. Give me your top 5 because I know you got
top of the mountain. Got to be Ali Frazier. That's the top of the mountain. That goes without saying. Another good one for me was Tyson Holyfield, because the rematch, we got to the conclusion of how crazy at that point the man was in the game. You know what I mean? How just gone, a different strategy in his mind to where he was in boxing. I'm going to say Sugar Ray Leonard Duran, the No Mas.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Riddick Bowe and Holyfield as well. They had a rematch.
Good one. Wow.
And I'm going to go with my man, the marvelous Hagler Hearns.
Yeah, those are amazing top 5 you picked. Like those amazing top 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Fig,
go
give me your top 5 best rematches that you would, not the best top 5 overall, but what was the best top 5 that you witnessed that you like, that you know that made your day?
Talent just told them to you, so you go on Mike.
Not all of them.
No, serious. I had Tyson Holyfield because of the biting of the ear. Ali Frazier because anytime Ali lost, I kid you not, I cried. I cried anytime I see Ali lost, man. Especially Ali Frazier won. I mean, tears in my eyes. But you know what? If you want to do comebacks, man, he beat Neon Spinks after he went back and lost. Ali beat everybody that he ever lost to. He came back and beat him. I wish there was a second one oh God, Ali Holmes. No, not Ali Holmes. What's his name? God dog, the boy that he went over to Africa and beat him.
Foreman.
I wish there was a Ali Foreman, but Ali beat him so bad he quit boxing for like 100 years and he came back fat with a grill in his glove. So
oh my God. I hate y'all.
So Talent took all of mine. Those are the top 5 probably all time, unless you're gonna go back to Jack Johnson and you know them boys like that when boxing was in black and white.
Mike, Sean, you call yourself you love boxing. Give me your top 5 boxing rematches.
You call yourself?
Yeah, I didn't say that. I didn't say that, Rodney.
I'm saying you love boxing. You love boxing more than all of us. You watch it feverishly. You watch it more intently than all of us do. So maybe your 5 might be different. What's your 5?
The pressure that's on my shoulders right now. I feel like I need. Okay, okay. Everything Talent said was right. Arturo Gotti and Ward.
Oh yeah.
Was one of the greatest rematches I've ever seen. Now they weren't as good as everybody else, but they were one of the greatest rematches I've ever seen. Damn, Talent took a gang of them.
Talent gotta stop going first.
I'll give you one that'll surprise you. Floyd Mayweather and Marcus Maidana, because Maidana won that first fight. To me, he won that first fight by like 2 points, which doesn't mean they robbed him, because 2 points is 2 points. Right. And then they fought again. They had a great rematch. Oscar De La Hoya and Shane Mosley fought multiple times.
Yeah.
And they had some amazing fights.
2 more.
Shane was, and 2 more. Shoot.
You want me to come back to you?
No, wait. It wasn't a rematch, but when Marco Barrera beat Prince Nassim, it wasn't a rematch, but it was one of the greatest boxing matches I've ever seen somebody school somebody. So and
that one don't count. So you got 2 more.
Yeah, but Talent said something that didn't count. He had some.
You said it was what he felt, Frank.
Okay.
Evander Holyfield. The best rematches. That was the question. The question is the 5 best rematches that you ever saw in
Evander Holyfield
that you
was
like.
Out of his prime, and he fought Lennox Lewis again, and he went 12 rounds with Lennox Lewis. The first fight was close. The second fight was closer, and Mike couldn't even make it through 12 rounds with Lennox Lewis. And Evander made it through 12 rounds. So that one, those are the ones I got. That's what I got.
All right, Rodney Perry, what are your 5 best rematch boxing matches that you saw that you like that maybe everybody else didn't like?
Go.
I'm glad you asked, Frank.
Well, he was supposed to ask.
Glad you asked, man. Let's get right into it.
I'm glad you asked. That's his job.
Mike, I'm looking forward to this one. It hasn't happened yet, but Mike Sean versus Frank Holder for the slick comments. I just added that one. This is a tough one, man. As I was putting together this list, I was thinking George Foreman, what a great guy. And I'm at Golden Corral, and George Foreman is there. So, George Foreman versus the buffet.
That was a rematch, Rodney.
That was a rematch, man. He kept going back. He kept going back. He kept going back. It was like,
Did he win the first one, Rodney? Did he win the first one against the buffet?
Oh my God!
He won the first one, but the second one put him down.
Yo, hilarious.
He ended up laying next to the buffet. He had a nap. Tyson, of course, man, so many great fights, but the best one was Tyson versus Givens, and
What?
Robin Givens rocked his world, and
Literally.
Done. Take my square off.
and there's a couple. I got three more. Hold on, stay with me. I'm looking forward to this. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but Smith versus Rock, the slap heard around the world. This is gonna be a hell of a rematch if we ever see it. And as a prediction, I predict Smith wins again.
He wins again.
I don't know if y'all saw this one, man. You had to be on the playgrounds in New York to catch this one, but I don't know if y'all familiar with the Gooch, but the Gooch versus Arnold Jackson.
Wow. Wow. You're funny. You funny.
Versus Arnold Jackson.
Arnold Jackson, undersized welterweight, took on the Gooch, which was a female, and the Gooch won the rematch. A lot of people didn't see that. And finally, Angela Terry versus Rodney Perry.
Yo, you should have put the Gooch against the Gimp from Pulp Fiction.
Hold up, but tell it. He said Rodney Perry versus Angela Perry.
Angela Perry she sucker punched me. Mike Sean, she sucker punched me. And I was weak because she hadn't fed me.
I was weak.
Well, Rodney, if you want to do that, then Bernadette Holder, she got about 6 good rematches.
All right, so since we doing those, there was a girl named Altavis, and she won the fight. Like Altavis won.
Mike Sean versus Altavis.
Yeah, and she clearly won the fight. Like I called the cops.
Listen,
here's my thing. If you guys keep having rematches, getting your ass beat by your wife, why do you get the rematch?
No. I'm glad you. That's a great question, Talent. That's a great question. You gotta also always know that he who holds the vagina holds the ability to win the fight.
Yeah, and because you think about round 8, you might actually make it up. You might actually get in there. You might win.
See, Taylor don't understand me and Rodney's pain. He don't understand because he don't zip his shirt all the way up. Like so he don't zip. Like we not 6'5".
Thank you guys. Thank you for giving me the floor. I appreciate it.
No problem. So we got to talk about Aaron Judge, man, because your boy New York Yankees Aaron Judge, man, he hit the 60th home run last night, man. He's one shy of breaking Roger Maris's AL single season record. He's also done it in the third fewest games to reach that record. I'm just saying to you, T, I'm kind of amazed at the lack of fanfare it's getting on the national. Like, it's still not the same as it was during the hype when
right.
It's not. I don't feel the same hypeness of it. Only in the New York market, I think. You know what I mean?
I was about to say, Frank. Here, it's super electric. Remember, yesterday I was at John Starks Foundation charity golf event, and guess who was there? Who ended up having to, as soon as they came off the golf course, instead of hanging out for the festivities that I was hosting, had to jet to the stadium because they were on guard for him to break in it last night. It was Derek Jeter. So Derek Jeter's there at the event, and one of the auction items is a twosome to go against Derek Jeter and John Starks in Miami in December on the golf course down there. You bid and bring your own partner or whatever. But I wasn't even thinking about they were playing at home and they were gearing up for him in case he broke the record last night and jetted out of the limos came, the SUVs, and people just jetting down. I'm like, where they going? I wanted my little selfie. You know what I'm saying? I wanted my little Jerry selfie. It's like, yeah, the judge might break the record. There's summons, and everybody that's in New York that's affiliated with the Yankees have to go down. So everybody here, it's electric. It's big time here. It's the only thing we're talking about the rest of the week. Like when you come up like tonight, people will talk less about it because Thursday night football. Sunday, people will talk less about it because of football and Monday night. But the rest of the week, every day is eating up the watch of this home run race.
Yeah. And fair to say, at the pace he's going, Fig, he's gonna break the record. You know what I mean? He just goes.
Oh no, doubt. He got one more to go. He hit 60.
Yeah, he one more to tie to the break. I don't know how many games they got left. I think they got 5 games left, but he's on pace to break the record, man. What's your take on Aaron Judge getting ready to break this record, man?
I think it's absolutely amazing, man. Right now, he has 60. I think the record is 61. So, like you said, he's got 2 more to break it. Yo, man, he hit 2 like back to back. I'm like, yo, man, this kid is next level. He's been doing this since he's got into the league. Now he's just like on a trajectory. And in Major League Baseball, your prime is extended because of the type of sport that it is. It's not as unforgiving as football or maybe basketball could possibly be. Baseball players have a longevity, and it would behoove the Yankees to pay this kid whatever it is he's asking for, because there's other teams sitting back with their hands like this, waiting for the Yankees to do something stupid and let Aaron Judge go. The Yankees better step up or he's gone.
Yeah, you don't want to see him in a Red Sox uniform because the Red Sox are waiting in the wings. I'm trying to tell you. I know they are.
No, actually, across the bridge, the Mets are ready to pay Aaron Judge a whole heap of money right now.
Mike Sean, what's your take on Aaron Judge hitting the 60th home run last night? And the Yankees are on a tear right now, even though people are saying the Mets are the best team in New York. You know what I mean? But the Yankees got all the excitement. What's your take?
So nobody's gonna check him for steroids. Nobody. Nobody's gonna test him. 2 years from now, when we talk about this and we find out it's 2022, they know how to mask every steroid possible right now. Mm-hmm. They know how to mask everything. I hate to be this person, but I'm gonna be this person. Like I said this a few days ago. Y'all question everybody who broke this record. Everybody who broke the record, y'all question. Y'all wanted steroids on A-Rod. Y'all wanted steroids on Barry Bonds. But all of a sudden, he just happens to pop up and hit 60 home runs.
What makes you think he's on steroids, Mike? Because you keep saying this. What makes you think he's on steroids?
Because that's what sports is about. Enhancing drugs. That's what it's about. And this dude is doing something that is so funny. When Barry Bonds did it, it was, there's no way he could do it. There's no possible way he could break this record. There's no possible way this person or that person or A-Rod or Mark McGwire or Canseco and all that, they were all steroid users. But all of a sudden, this dude is doing it clean. He's not doing it clean. And my second one, and then Fig, you can go in. Yankee Stadium has some of the smallest fields in baseball. Half of his home runs are line drives that in other stadiums would be doubles. They would be doubles. They would be off the wall. Go ahead.
Here we go. Mike, here's the reason why they not testing him for steroids. He's 6'7", 282 pounds. That's why they're not testing him for steroids.
But
Rodney, it's about recovery. It's about recovery, Fig. It's about being able to recover. Sorry, Rodney. Go ahead.
Rodney, what's your take on this? Because let me just throw this out there. I think because he's black or a minority, I think he has to be double clean because of this story. I think they've been checking him, and we just.
Barry Bonds wasn't black enough.
I'm saying that was then. I'm saying now. I'm thinking at the time they
was this big.
I think they're checking his cereal and everything. They're making sure that boy ain't taking steroids because he's under more scrutiny. What's your take, Rodney Perry? You think he's on the steroids? You think he's not?
I didn't even know that was a conversation. I mean, the whole idea started with the question of are they getting enough fanfare? and maybe because they're not getting as much attention, Mike Sean, is why we aren't really going in on him, checking him that way. I mean, I would imagine after Sammy Sosa and those guys, you would have to check everybody that won. But these guys get checked. Is technology better? Are they better at masking steroid use? Maybe. So it's not far-fetched what Mike is saying, but at the same time, should there be more fanfare throughout the league? Absolutely. But I think that speaks to the fact that nobody gives a damn about baseball.
Yeah, I mean, baseball is flying under the radar.
And Frank, I just want to say one more thing real quick. When Major League Baseball wants more home runs to be hit, and I'm going to say pause, they tighten up those balls and they make those balls. I know this sounds crazy, but I know it sounds crazy, but those balls that they're hitting right now in the home run derby are not the same ones. Now they're using those same balls. Even the pitchers are mad. The pitchers like, dog, these guys is hitting opposite field home runs off a slider.
Home runs make you invest in baseball. Scoring makes you invest in baseball. I would not doubt that at all, Mike Sean. A great point. And I'm the owners and the powers that be are not above manipulating the game. And so I think that's a great point.
I got to bring in talent because guess what? Your Buffalo Bills, man, they're in the news too, T. Bobby Hart got suspended from the Bills because after the game, unbeknownst to me and a lot of people who are watching the game, he goes up and he attempts to hit the coach. So he got suspended by NFL for an incident that took place following the team's 41-7 victory over Tennessee Titans. It looked like he approached the coach of the Tennessee Titans and there was some kind of physical altercation. I still haven't seen the video of it yet and everything else, but what's your take on like people are getting more physical in the game during the game, but with fights and after the game and everything else? What's your take on what's going on in the NFL and around the league? What's your take?
I love it. I really do. I mean, this might be a little morbid for me or whatever, but some of these sports, I like the hostilities. I like the violence. I like because I played sports, and when you grow up playing sports, it gets intense. Yeah. And if there were no fights and none of this ever popped off, I'm going to be even more leaning on my conspiracy theories of the game's rigged and people ain't really playing hard and all that. But when people fight, you show me you pissed off first. And now I think you're vested in trying to win. And not every sport. I don't want to see nobody punch somebody in the face in tennis, golf, but that football, somebody got a rock and sock and on robots. That's why I bet. I bet because I believe these guys want to win like I want them to win.
Yeah.
So
you're insane. Just want you to know that.
Am I the only one that wants some sort of hostility, some sort of worked up energy in sports?
I don't mind a fight, but you don't try to fight Mike Vrabel, the coach.
Yeah, you do. Yes, you do.
Everybody,
you do.
Let me tell you something. All fair on that field. If you're down on that field, you can get it.
All right. So you think the coaches who's 50, 60, 70, 80 years old should be fighting?
And he's popping off. And he's popping off at these players. And he's popping off constantly at these players. They can get it. Sorry. My bad.
Go ahead, Fig. It's your turn.
You damn right they can get it. While I'm on the field, this coach is talking trash to me. After the game is over, I run up in his face. I'm like, all right, so you was talking during the game. What you got to say now?
Yeah.
I mean, if you can talk it, you can get it. Either you keep your mouth closed while the game is going on, or after the game is over, I can take this uniform and you can see me out in the parking lot before you get on the court. What's good? Maybe it's a New York thing. You understand what I'm saying? But if you talk enough, then you got to be able to back it up, especially in this kind of sport. You're talking about football. We lament all the time. Football is one of the most violent sports that there is. You can't talk trash and not expect somebody to step to you. It just is what it is. It's that. And I tell you the truth, I don't mind a little bit in basketball because the way my Knicks got suspended when when the Miami PJ Brown tossed Charlie Ward on the sideline, not only did I want my dudes to come off the bench, I wanted them to rush the whole Miami squad. I wanted them to rush their bench and start a brawl. That's what I wanted because we got suspended anyway. So get something for your money.
Mike Sean, are you for
How about that?
Players approaching coaches? Because Bobby Hart, number one, he ain't even a starter. He can't even approach Mike.
Yeah, he's never going to be a starter. It's over.
His career could be over now. Are you for this and everything else? You think that the players should be approaching the coaches and trying to fight the coaches and all that? Like, that's out of bounds.
I mean, the coaches say a lot of stuff, but you got to understand, I'm 5'7", 157 pounds. So I've never been able to be as violent as I wanted to be. Like, if I was 6'5", I smack a crossing guard, like in real life, right? Let me tell y'all something. Y'all turn these players up. Y'all turn them all the way up. And y'all think y'all going to be able to talk slick. Like, he probably ruined his career. His agent is probably killing him. I'm not saying this is a good thing that he did. I'm not saying it's a good thing that he did. But when y'all turn these people up and get them to a point where they're at 100 million, ready to go in, and then you say something crazy, or you got something to say, and then you get mad because he goes at you. Like, what are you talking about? This is what y'all train them to do. This is why y'all want to training camps. This is what y'all tell them to do to each other. But then when y'all talk slick, y'all get mad when somebody responds to you. Yep. Like we talked about Mike Evans with Tom Brady. That man was protecting his quarterback and was like, dog, I'm all in. Yep. Like, I'm all the way in. But it's so funny how we think that we can control these human beings to be all the way up and then turn off. That's not human. That's not what it's about. If you get me here, I'm staying here, and some mistakes are going to happen. Now, he's probably going to ruin his career, which is unfortunate, because now the word's going to go around the league on what he did. And the dude that Mike, what's his last name? Babel. Yeah. He is the most talking-ish head coach on the sidelines that you can possibly have.
Yeah, but he can back it up too, though. Mike.
Okay, well then let's see. Like Fig said, then let's see. Let's have this smoke. Let's have this problem, and let's go. Now, nobody on ESPN is going to say this because they're going to say this is disrespectful. This is not right for the game. But every grown man knows there's a limit to what goes on. And now these athletes are starting to say, I done had enough of your mouth. Yeah, so since you talked it, let's have this problem.
DMX said it first. He said, yo, those people get it too. He said, mind your business, lady.
Bradley Perry, what's your take on this, bro? You put it in the chat. What's your take on this? You think it's something for the players to approach the coaches? Because Bobby Hart just, he got suspended for one game for attempting to hit, or actually, I'm not even sure if he actually hit him. I haven't seen the video yet, but there was an altercation with Mike Vrabel.
I say this all the time, whether it's a wife or a coach, anybody can get it. We see players beat up their girlfriend. Of course, a coach can get it.
Jesus.
No, I mean, we historically, you look back at football, even many years ago with the great Jim Brown threw the young lady off the balcony. People can get it messing with professional football players. These guys, like I think Mike said it, you can't turn that off. I'm on the field. You say something about my mother or my auntie, or I'm gonna make sure you don't play again, or some livelihood comment that you think you're gonna get away with, and then you get your mouth slapped. And I'm not mad at the kid. I'm sorry. I hope his career isn't over. And but I'm not messing with him, man.
Talent. The thing is, talent. And in another news, Mike Evans officially got suspended for one game, and people were sitting there saying that the one game wasn't enough. There's some people who are literally upset about the one game suspension.
It was more than enough.
The thing is, he got one game and no pay. There are people out there who are up in arms saying the one game was not enough. Are you thinking this one game suspension for Mike Evans was enough? And do you think that it's going to cost the Bucs because the Bucs are playing the Packers this Sunday? What do you think?
First of all, it's too much. One game is too much. Like I said, this is a sport where you teach people lessons. Sometimes you got to check them, chin check them. And you need to, don't get me wrong. You don't want a zoo out there at the same time. So you got somebody run over and go, stop that. Cut it out. That's it. Stop that. Cut it out. That's it. You got to get that firm warning and then let it go, man. As long as you ain't got no maniac on your head. This is turning into a Catholic school league.
Tell them.
You ever go to public school? People get their ass whooped on a daily basis. They sit in the principal's office trying to figure it out. Why you keep whooping it there? Because I don't like it. But to say you're sorry, I'm not sorry. Next thing you know, a week later, they're back in there. Only Catholic schools do what they're doing right here. You bring in there, go call your parents in there, you got to go. Why you got to go? We have a zero tolerance policy for fighting in the school. You don't get your bitch ass out of here. This is public school, NFL. Don't bring this softness. I'm telling you, man, this softness is going to, it's bad enough. This is where I draw the line, Frank, because it's bad enough that every year we come back with 5 to 7 new rules to protect it. We keep, and that's called innovation. I'm good with that. How you got to hit them. You don't want the CTE down the line. I get that part. But good old fashioned scrapping. Come on.
Yeah, Mike.
One game was more than enough. It's one game. It's one squabble. They act like he went up in some locker rooms and got a dirty van and went city to city. Everybody practice facilities shooting up the practice. It's not that.
Hey, what's your take, bro? You think one game is enough? Not enough? You think and do you think it'll be costly for the Bucs because they play the Packers?
Well, number one, he was protecting Tom Brady. So on that note, I think it's too much because what he actually did is no more than a regular block during the play. That's all that is. It's a regular block during the play. He hit that man no harder than that. He didn't take off his helmet. He didn't swing it. He didn't do none of that. I don't know who said it. I think Mike said it. If once you turn something on, you can't just turn it off. It don't go off. It's not like a light switch. And I got proof. You got these military elite people that go on. You train them to go to war, and then you discharge them and you send them back into the regular public without a debrief. Yep. What football players need is a debrief. There's no debrief. These guys are turned up and on. They're the most physical athletes that we possibly have in modern sports in a modern day. And you can't just turn them on and not turn them off. Whether I think it's going to hurt, Tampa Bay, it possibly could because they're playing Aaron Rodgers, and if you don't have all your weapons against Aaron Rodgers, they probably won't go win anyway. But if you don't have all your weapons playing against Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers, you're probably gonna get your behind whipped, and I think that's a strong possibility. But I think it's too much, man. I don't know. To find him for maybe find him, but to turn him off for a whole game may be excessive.
Mike Sean, do you think that the one game suspension is enough, not enough, or do you think it'll cost the Bucs against the Packers? What you think?
I want to let my comedian brothers know that I pay attention. So I have a squeaky, high-pitched voice, but I'm gonna do Rodney Perry right now. Okay. So just let you know, Rodney, I paid attention. I paid very close attention, and I'm gonna let you know. I'm so tired of black men defending white people, and then they get suspended. I'm so tired of he protected the golden child. He was sitting there protecting the golden child of the NFL, Tom Brady, and what he's going through. And y'all gonna suspend him because y'all know what they did to Tom. Tom Brady wasn't right. And he went out there and defended him. Now, if he doesn't defend him, if he does not defend him, then he's looked upon in a certain way. If that team doesn't react the way they reacted, they're looked upon in a certain way. And the media starts saying, oh, they're not backing up Tom Brady. They're not on his side. They have a problem with Tom Brady taking 11 days off during training camp. But what they did was they said, we got you. And anybody and everybody in these squares has certain friends that they got you. And if they don't got you, we ain't friends no more. Because my little ass got you too. And they're sitting there suspending this man for a game because something happened to the quarterback that you guys have been protecting. Y'all made rules to protect the quarterback. Right. Y'all been making rules every year to protect the quarterback. And then when this man stands up and says, no, y'all not playing, this is the golden child, then y'all suspend him.
Right.
And even Tom Brady said, thank you. Tom Brady said, thank you. And y'all gonna sit there and suspend this man and take a check from him in a game where it was getting intense. It was ugly. Was the game ugly? Yeah. Did they really dislike each other? Hell yeah, they really disliked each other. Is it gonna get uglier the next time they play each other? Oh, yes, indeed it will. It just, Mike Evans can't be the person that gets involved. Somebody has to be designated. Somebody needs to call Charles Oakley and put like some shoulder pads on him and just be like, yo, we just need you. We don't need you to catch a pass because you could barely hit a jump shot. But just come in here when we got this problem and let's make this happen. This is ridiculous that we're going to suspend him for that game. That game is too much. One game is too much.
Rodney Perry, the Bucks are playing the Packers. Mike Evans is suspended. He is the one who literally is going to be suspended without no pay. And it looks like the Bucks do have a big game. Is it going to cost them? Is the suspension too much? Not enough? Because people are up in arms. Like I said when I first asked Talent this question, people wanted a 3 to 5 game suspension because they said he was getting too physical and he came out and charged him on the field. Like people are really upset about that. So what's your take on this, Rodney Perry?
Well, first of all, Marshawn Lattimore and Mike Evans already had beef.
Yep.
Which is kind of where we got to start with all this.
Yes.
I personally, Mike Evans is just a big dude that was kind of mushy to me. Now I don't look at him like that. Mike Evans got mad respect from Rodney Perry after this scuffle. Here goes, guys. This is professional football. What you're not gonna do, whether my quarterback is the golden child or Justin Fields, you're not gonna put your hands on my QB. You put your hands on my QB, I'm knocking your ass on the ground. Mm-hmm. Well done, Mike Evans. And Mike Evans grew up on the hard streets of Chicago at good times.
He was on the train.
Mike Evans learned at the Robert Taylor Homes, what you're not going to do is put your hands on the head of this household. Mm. I loved it. I loved it on so many levels. Is this a suspension enough? One game is more than enough. I mean, it was in the course of the game. The fight was already going. If you're going to suspend somebody other than Mike Evans, then maybe, but you're not. So let's leave it alone. We get one week. You're going against Green Bay. Green Bay ain't proved nothing to me yet. I don't know about y'all. They got the ass tore up week 1. Yeah. They beat up on the Bears. They ain't proved nothing to me. They ain't proved they can come in here and beat Tom Brady yet, even without Mike Evans. So I'm looking forward to the game this week. See what happens. I got to go find another wide receiver because Mike Evans.
Yeah.
And Frank, real quick. What if somebody hits Aaron Rodgers and nobody stands up for him? What do you think Aaron Rodgers is gonna do?
Yeah, I mean,
Aaron Rodgers would lose his mind.
So see, Danny Ainge in the NBA news. Danny Ainge made some news at 7:00 this morning. I saw this. He put Jordan Clarkson, who's one of the last, stars they got left on the team. He put Jordan Clarkson on the trading block. And guess who they're talking to?
I've seen that.
Yeah, Jordan Clarkson is being pushed to the New York Knicks, bro. So do you think Jordan Clarkson is going to land up on the Knicks? Do you think he's going to land? Where do you think he's going to land? Because Jordan Clarkson is one of their young stars on the rise. You know what I mean? This kid can ball.
I think he's going to end up. I've seen a scenario of a 3-team trade, blockbuster trade scenario, where he ends up out west. Lakers, actually. Lakers, you believe it or not, they're still trying their best to figure this Westbrook thing.
Right.
And I've seen 3-team trade, 4-team, 2-team, and they all involve him and involve Westbrook. So I think it's a better chance of West than the Knicks. I think the Knicks, they're still about what month is this? They're still a good 3, 4, 5 weeks away from making a decision on the next move they make. They're being very methodic with it over here, very quiet, very methodic, which I'm not mad at. You know what I mean? Take your time. Don't blow nothing up, crazy. But I think it's end up out west over the boys in yellow.
All right, okay. So, Fig, in the next 15 days, a lot of the NBA teams, not a lot, all the NBA teams are going to report to their camp, get ready to get training camp underway. Is Jordan Clarkson going to be still with the Utah Jazz by the time he gets there? Because Danny Ainge might not be done. Or what do you think? What's your thought?
I'm not sure about Jordan Clarkson, but Jordan Clarkson is not big enough for the Knicks to get up off of anybody for him, because to the players that we have right now, we got some young, and he's a guard. The Knicks are full of guards. We got some young cats, man. So we got 2 dogs in young cats, Grimes and God, what's this other kid's name, man? We got these 2 cats, and they shoot threes. We really don't need a player like Clarkson. You know what I mean? If anything, we might get another forward or center. But we good at the point guard position in New York City. Yeah, maybe the Nets might want somebody like him.
Yeah, because y'all did already make a couple of moves. And so, Mike Sean, do you think Jordan Clarkson is going to report to the Utah Jazz in the next 10 days, or he's going to report to somebody else? Because he looks like he's on the trading block. What's your take?
I think he'll report in the next 10 days. The only problem is, like I keep telling people, stop making trades with Danny Ainge. Stop making trades with him. He's not a good dude, yo. He's not a good person. He's not a good person in real life. Like Danny Ainge will get you. He'll want 12 draft picks. He'll want a baby mom.
That's not his fault. If he asks for you and you give it, that's not his fault.
Doug, he's slimy. Danny Ainge is slimy. He's slimy. Do not make that trade. If I'm the Knicks, not because of Jordan Clarkson, not because I don't think he's a good player. Just don't do it because there's an interior motive where they're trying to get over on you. You, like Fig said, we got our guards. Our guards are good. Not saying Jordan. I'm not saying he can't play, because he really can.
Yeah.
But don't get involved with Utah right now. Utah is trying to fleece the entire league. Utah has like 3,700 draft picks right now off of what they've done. And yes, Danny Ainge is slimy. Yes, Mike, Frank, I said Danny Ainge is slimy.
Utah has already fleeced the rest of the NBA. But again, like Rodney Perry, like I said, if I ask for something and you give it to me, am I slimy? Or
yes,
yes. You know how many chicks think I'm slimy because I asked for it and they gave it to me? Do you know how many?
Rodney Perry,
I refuse to agree with Mike on the grounds that it might incriminate.
What do you think, Rodney Perry? You think this Jordan Clarkson thing is going to happen? You're going to report to Utah? What do you think?
I mean, as I'm processing this question and the idea, I mean, there's not 2 teams I care less about. Utah Jazz and the New York Knicks. I'm trying to find some give a damn.
Rodney, he might land on the Lakers though, because the Lakers are trying to move Westbrook too. He might land on the Lakers.
Well, check with me then. When he lands on the Lakers, that's when I'll start giving a damn about him and his life.
That's that good old Chicago depression.
Rodney, what about the Clippers? Do you give a damn about the Clippers?
I care less about the Clippers than I do. Hold on. Let me see if I can find my Clippers.
The Chicago Bear fans be trying to spread that depression on everybody.
Hold on, brother. Don't do that.
Everybody, good times.
I got the old-fashioned Clippers right here before they went electric, Rodney.
Those are the Puerto Rican Clippers. I used to get those. Yeah.
All jokes aside, man. A great show today, guys. Man, come on.
Yeah. So, Rodney Perry, tell everybody out there how they can follow you. What you got going on this weekend, bro?
I mean, I'll be in Shreveport, Louisiana, but don't follow me. I mean, only the people that's going to be there is going to be at the show.
Okay. Let's have Talent go next, because Talent like to leave the show before it's officially over. So you go next.
Oh, we can do that?
Yeah, like talent.
No, we're not supposed.
Frank, next time you be quiet.
My exit is going to be dedicated to Mike Boone. So I'm going to be tonight in Valley Stream in my room, Charlie Meany's. Tomorrow night we're in Harlem at Cecil's and two Flappers and Queens. But Friday's the big show in Brooklyn, man. Come on out, support. I got my son and his boys on the show. Brooklyn this weekend. I'm messing with the homie. Take my talents down to DMV. Mess with Joe Cleese and Bowie. He got the Bangin' and Bowie comedy thing he does every month. Going to be doing that Saturday night, and he's doing a brunch at the DC Improv Sunday at 2:00. So busy weekend in the DMV. Then make my way back up Sunday night for the Stress Factory to do my show. And I'm doing
Hey, what you got going on?
You know what? I'm chilling this weekend, but what pisses me off is the fact that y'all let Talent get away with saying that he's at Cecil's. Cecil? I ain't heard Cecil since I was watching the cartoons with Cecil Turtle. I can't believe there's a human being on the face of the planet named Cecil.
All right, before he goes on to continue on rant, well, Mike Sean, what's your take?
I think there's something next week that Talent has booked me on. Don't unzip it.
Mike is gonna be with me next week.
No. And I think the funny thing is, I think I might be at Cecil's. I think I might be at Cecil's.
On that note,
Mike is performing with Talent at Sue's Rendezvous.
We talk sports continuously with comedians. We're on from 1 to 2. We're also on at 7 to replay tonight. We're on 11 again tonight, man. We'll see y'all tomorrow. There's only so much I can think.